Yesterday, we ended off the lesson here. Just to go over it again. The basic formula is A times P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. A is your final amount. P is your original principal. 1 means 1. R means rate as a decimal. N is how many times it happens a year. And T means time. So when we went through, most of you will graduate in 2 years high school, 6 years college, and we said 14, so when you're 30. Just to do this one real quick, A is I invest $250. 1 plus, my rate is 5.5, so it's 0.055, and it's 14. I put it in the calculator. Because N is 1, because it's only happening once per year. That's why. So I have 250 times 1 plus, actually I need to put the plus, 0.055 to the 14th. So after 14 years in the bank, you have $529.02. That's the example we did yesterday. Now, let's look at this one. It looks the same. Okay, you're taking that $250, you're still investing it at 5.5%, but this is 5.5% compounded quarterly. That means there's 4 times a year this is going to happen. How much do we have in the account when we graduate high school, college, and 30? So again, we're going to use 2, 6, 14. Still 250. This is the difference. What's my N here? Over 4, because it happens 4 times a year. That's where this is different. And this is 4 times the amount of time. I want you to find out how much you have in the bank after 2 years, 6 years, 14 years. It's happening 4 times a year. That's what quarterly means. All right, for this one, for the amount at 2 years, 250, 1 plus 0.055 divided by 4, 4 times 2. So I have 250 times 1 plus 0.055 divided by 4 caret 8. 4 times 2. So this means $278.86. It only went up 40 cents for that one. For the next one, A of 6. I use 250, 1 plus 0.055 over 4, 4 times 6. To save myself a lot of typing in the calculator. Second, enter, change the 8 to a 24. So now after 6 years, I have $346.96. How much of a difference is that one? $2. Okay. And then for the last one, all I'm going to do is do second, enter, change the 24 to a Y56. 14 times 4 is 56. Press enter. It's now $537.12, which it went up roughly $8. So it does make a difference. Again, the more you put in, the more you get back. If you put 1,000, yeah, it would be more. Oh, the two, it's how long is it going to be until you graduate high school? How long does it take you to graduate college? How long does it take you to get to your 30? And these are all averages. Because some people have 1 year, some people have 5 years, some 2 years. I want you to try this one. The cost of gasoline in 1994 was $1.50. Let's change this. In 2011, it is now, I think when I got gas the other day, it was $3.18. What's the annual rate of inflation? This is also called finding the effective yield. All right, for this problem, we're still going to use A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. This one's different. My final amount is $3.18. No. How much did it start off at? It started off at $1.50. That's the final cost of the gas. I'm trying to find the rate. No, this is different from the other two problems. 1 plus, all right, we're talking about yearly, right? So N doesn't play any part in here. Plus R, how many years? 17 years. Yeah? Yep. Taxes changed a lot of things. The price of oil changed a lot of things. Okay, solving this. What's the first thing I need to do? Divide by 1 point. I can't distribute because of that 17th power. Divide by 1.5. Divide 318 divided by 1.5. And I wrote minus. So I get 2.12 is 1 plus R to the 17th. All right. How do I solve this one? I don't take the square root, I take the cube root. Why? X to the third. This little side note. I would take the third root. Now, I could either use the third root button or do, okay, third root, math, there's a third root button. So I could go 4, 27, enter, boom, it's 3. Or I can do this. It's the third root. Go into math. See this x radical? 5. Now put in my 27. The answer is 3. That's what we're going to do. That's a side example, just so you understand how to use a calculator. So what do I have here? I have the 17th power, so I really need to take the 17th root of 2.12. So I'm going to take 17th root. So 5 of 2.12. And I get 1.0, 1.04, I'm going to go 4.5 equals 1 plus R. Are we okay up to here? Why'd I do what? Why did I use the 17th root? Because I need to get rid of the 17th power. Did you do 17 x radical 2.12? Math 5. You might have used the cube root. Now what do I need to do? Subtract 1. So the rate is 0.045. So what percent did it go up? It went up 4.5%. Now go over 3 decimal places that way. We can change it to percent. I want you to find the rate for this problem. All right, this is from last year. The cost of my car that was purchased in 2008 was $25,000. In 2010, it was worth $14,000. Find the annual rate of deflation. For this problem, I'm still using the same formula. A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. The final amount. Now, N is not going to play a part in here because, like some of you said, it's annually. What's the final amount of my car? No, what is it right now? $14,000. This is last year, yeah. It's actually worth less now. In 2008, what was it worth when I first got it? $25,000. 1 plus R to the, what's my time? 2 years. My first step. Divide by 25,000. So 14,000 divided by 25,000, I get 0.56 1 plus R squared. How do I get rid of a square? I take the square root, that gets rid of a square. So I do the square root of 0.56, and I get 0.748. That's what 1 plus R is. Now I need to subtract 1. So negative 1 plus 0.748, negative 0.252 is what R is. So what's my percent? My rate is negative 25.2%. Why is it negative? Because it's decreasing. That's why it's negative. So in 2 years, my car has decreased 25% of its original value. That's our percentage. Move it over 2 places. Yeah, I'd have to see how much it's worth and refigure it out. Move it over 2 places. It's 25.2. Other questions on this lesson? It needs to be here at least 3 decimal places. 4 would be nice.